Hi, welcome to Bamboo Wellness Hip Opening Flow sequence. Just a short sequence to take you through some nice juicy hip openers. My name's Grace and I hope you enjoy. So starting in Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, taking the soles of the feet together, the knees facing out towards the sides of your mat. Hands come onto your ankles, close down your eyes. Root down through the sit bones. As you inhale, lengthen from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. Relaxing down the shoulders. Starting to inhale and exhale through your nose. You can use Ujjayi breath if it's in your practice, gently constricting the back of the throat, creating this audible, oceanic sounding breath. Drawing all your focus to your breath, letting go of any thoughts of the past or the future, bringing yourself fully into this present moment. Thinking about creating space both in the mind and the body throughout this sequence. Bringing your focus down to your hips. Your feet can be as close or as far away from your body as is comfortable for you. And finding that tension within those hips, that specific point. And instead of thinking about forcing the knees down towards the ground, as you inhale, sending the breath to those areas of tension. As you exhale, letting go, gently releasing. Creating that space bit by bit. Softly open your eyes. Take your hands around the sides of your knees. Gently bring your knees together. Taking your feet behind you, coming into your tabletop position. Stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers, press through the balls of the fingers and thumbs. Untuck the toes. Press the chest away from the mat away from the chest. As you inhale, tilt the tailbone up to the ceiling, lift through the chest, come into your cow pose. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, draw the chin to the chest in your cat. Inhale, undulating through the spine, tailbone lifts, belly button draws down to the mat. Exhale, spreading the shoulders as far apart as they can go. Doing one more cow, one more cat. Inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, tucking everything under, drawing the belly button up to the spine. And then on your next inhale, coming back to that tabletop position. Lifting the right knee out to the side, start to circle that knee round, opening through the hip, drawing those circles forward, up, round and back. Opening through the hip, lifting the knee as high up as feels comfortable for you. And then as you exhale, gently releasing that right knee down. Inhale, lift the left knee up, circling with the other knee, opening through the other hip. Still pressing through the balls of the fingers and thumbs. And then as you exhale, gently releasing down to the mat. Taking the knees out to the sides of the mat, the big toes come together, press back to your extended child's pose. Releasing the forehead down to the mat. Pressing the hips down towards the heels, lengthening through the upper body. Fingertips reaching in the opposite direction to the hips. Feel the breath within the body, the belly expand between the thighs. And then as you inhale, start to lift yourself up. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press the hips up and back, coming into your downward facing dog. Your feet are hip width apart, your hands shoulder width apart, pressing through the balls of the fingers and thumbs, engaging the grip. Inhale, lift the right leg up, bend the knee and open the hip, stacking the right hip on top of the left. Flexing through the right foot and squeezing the heel towards the glutes. Exhale, gently step the right foot through between the hands, lower down the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Palms either pressed together, shoulder width apart, or in a V shape. Lift through the gaze, lift the chest. Engage the sole of the right foot, pressing up and away from the mat as you relax between the hips, pressing them to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, hands come down. Taking the right foot out to the right side of the mat. The toes point to a diagonal, hands come down on the inside of the leg. Pressing through the palms. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, coming into your lizard lunge. Your options here, you can stay here, maybe rocking back and forth. You may wish to tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, and again, rock back and forth or stay in stillness. Or if it's in your practice, you can come down either to a block if you have one, or down to the mat on your forearms. Breathing here, keeping the right knee hugged into the body, keeping the lengthening through the spine. And then as you inhale, start to lift yourself up. Heel toe the right foot back in. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, release the knees, untuck the toes, slowly release the body. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift up to a baby cobra. No pressure in the hands, chin is tucked, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, release down, hands come back by the ribs. Inhale through child's pose, tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Thinking about that engagement through the fingers, the thumbs. Turning the underarms towards each other, externally rotating through the shoulders. As you exhale, drawing the tailbone up and back. Inhale, lift through the left leg. Bend the knee and open the hip, stacking the left hip on top of the right, flexing the left foot, squeezing the heel. As you exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, lower down the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep forward and up, back to your crescent moon lunge. Tucking the tailbone under, pressing through the sole of the left foot. Again, the hands either palms together, shoulder width apart, or in a V shape. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, relax the shoulders. Exhale, hands come down. Heel toe the left foot to the left side this time. Hands in the center of the mat. And again, choosing your option. Whatever feels the best for your body, start to turn your mind inward, connecting with what your body needs. Possibly tucking the right toes, lifting the knee, or maybe coming down onto your forearms. Wherever you are, breathing here, connecting with that strong Ujjayi breath, lengthening through the spine. And then if you're on your forearms as you inhale, lifting yourself up. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of the mat, coming into your yogi squat. So your feet are about mat width apart, out to a diagonal. Taking the upper arms into the thighs, opening up through the thighs, relaxing through the tailbone, drawing it down to the mat. Lifting through the chest. Hands come into Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Back to that strong breath. Maybe take a moment to close down your eyes. If you have a block or a bolster at home, maybe you want to take it underneath the tailbone. One more breath here. Gently open your eyes. As you exhale, plant down your hands, lengthen through your legs. Heel toe your feet, either hip width apart or toes together, a slight gap in the heels. As you inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips to thighs or the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Planting the hands, maybe taking a bend in the knees to get your hands onto the mat. Relaxing through the neck, top of the head draws down. As you inhale, circle the arms up. Press the palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reaching the fingertips away. Switching the legs on, reach through the fingertips, lift the gaze. Exhale, hinge through the hips, swan dive down to your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders draw back. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back to plank. Inhale, press the ground away, heels press away, engage through the core. Exhale, release the knees, untuck the toes. Slowly release the body, elbows tucked in. Hands underneath the shoulders, inhale either baby cobra or full cobra this time. Elbows bent, tucked into the torso. Use your grip to lengthen through, all 10 toenails pressed into the mat. Exhale, release down. Hands come back by the ribs. Inhale through child's pose, tuck the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. And then as you exhale, release your knees down to the mat. You have an option here to come into full frog. So this is very good if you have a floor that you can slide on. Otherwise you can also come into half. So a full frog, you can take one knee onto the mat, one knee either onto a blanket that's on the floor or on the floor itself. Start to slide yourself out. You're stacking your knees in line with your hips. And then you're having a 90-degree angle at your knee and a 90-degree angle at your foot, your ankle where your foot is flexed. Coming out to your frog, you can either stay upright, keeping those hips open. Try not to rock back or forth, just keeping them in line with the knees. Or you can come down onto your forearms. Maybe you wish to relax the head onto the hands. Breathing here. And you can either stay there breathing. When you come out, you just want to lift yourself out gradually, slowly bring yourself back in. The other option that you have is your half frog. So you're lying down, you can stack your hands, relax your head onto the hands. I'll just lift my head for a minute so you can hear. And then drawing one leg, so your right leg first, so that the knee is in line with the hip. And then again, 90-degree angle at the knee and a 90-degree angle at the ankle, flexing the foot. And then relaxing here in your half frog. Breathing here. Taking 5 deep breaths. Closing down the eyes. Again, sending the breath into those areas that you can feel of tension. And then as you exhale, gently lengthening back the right leg. Inhale, lifting the left knee. And again, 90-degree angle at the hip, at the knee, and at the ankle. Relaxing the forehead, relaxing the rest of the body, melting through the muscles. The hips store a lot of our emotional tension. So when we do hip openers, we can have different emotions, different feelings come into our minds. almost out of nowhere. Something that maybe happened in the past comes up. And just use your Ujjayi breath to breathe through. The exhale, releasing not only the tension, but those emotions, those feelings that do not serve us. Bring yourself fully into this present moment. And then as you exhale, start to lengthen the leg away. Draw the hands either side of the body. Draw yourself up, taking yourself onto your sit bones. Take your legs out to the sides of the mat, flexing the feet, lifting up through the spine. Inhale, reach through the arms. Exhale, start to hinge yourself forward, coming down to your forward fold, and just staying wherever you come. This is your body, this is your practice. Close down your eyes. You can either stay with yourself lifted, maybe you're quite high off the mat. If you're a little bit lower, maybe you want to stack your forehead on fists, on hands, or maybe you can get your forehead on the mat. Thinking about still lengthening through the spine, drawing the chest up. And again, maybe closing down the eyes, still flexing through the feet, toes point to the ceiling. Two more breaths. And then as you inhale, start to walk yourself up nice and gently. Take your hands underneath the backs of your knees and start to draw the knees up. You may need to shuffle yourself forward. Take the soles of the feet on the mat. And then start to lengthen yourself back, engaging through your core, rolling down through the spine, releasing yourself onto the mat. Take the soles of the feet together, the knees out to the sides. Your left hand comes onto your heart, right hand comes onto your belly. Coming into your Supta Baddha Konasana, your reclined, bound angle pose. And you can stay here for your Shavasana. Maybe if you have some blocks or pillows, you can have them underneath your knees. And just relaxing here, letting go of your Ujjayi breath, coming to a normal breath. Closing down the eyes, release the tongue from the roof of your mouth, unclench your jaw. And just relaxing through the body, surrendering to the mat. Start to scan from the toes to the top of the head. And just releasing where you have those muscles clenched. Let the waves of breath gently wash over your entire being. Become thoroughly familiar with what it feels like to be relaxed, peaceful, undefended, and still. As you drift away and start thinking of things outside of your mat and your practice, gently find your way back to your breath, to the space of your heart, to the pure conscious awareness that is you. Be there, be with yourself. Maybe this is a good opportunity to pause the video if you want to stay here in an extended Shavasana. Otherwise, Gently start to bring some movement back into your body, wiggling your toes and your fingers maybe, taking your head from one side to the other. Taking your arms, your hands to the outsides of your knees, gently draw your knees together. Take your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a hug. Give yourself some love, thank yourself for that hip opening practice. Maybe rock from side to side. Come down to your right side, nice and slowly. Gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, draw your hands into heart center in Anjali Mudra. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out, let go. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye on your forehead. The light in me honors the light of each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in and for practicing with me. Have a lovely day.